Hey beautiful people, welcome back to today's video. I'm actually filming this today on Wednesday. I normally post my videos in the morning, but I've talked about this in my last video. Whenever I work my weekends, for some reason, it just really throws me off. So I'm filming this today. I'm gonna edit it today and get it up tonight for you guys so that I am still somewhat on my schedule. So today's video is going to be my September budget closeout. So let's just go ahead and jump right into that. So it's also going to be like partially mixed with my last two weekly check-ins because I have not done those with you guys. So we're gonna kind of do that first and then go over the budget closeout. So for September 17th through the 23rd, so this would have been starting the new one. So let me go ahead and fill these out then. So for gas, we had budgeted, I believe it was 180. Groceries were 130. Eating out should have been 100. Let me actually grab my budget mom thing, drop some notes, just to make sure that that is what I had budgeted for everything on that last one. Yes. Okay. And then household was negative. I didn't budget anything for this, so I'm just gonna put it as 0. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. I'm gonna try and kind of hurry because I don't want it to be like a very long video with you guys. And like, to be completely honest, I'm very bad about closing out my budgets. Like, I will track and everything and then I will not go back and like actually fully close it. And I probably should have looked at more of like the snowball and savings and stuff, but it's gonna be very rough just because I want to get this up. So we started with gas. So I filled up before I brought my car in, which probably was not a good idea. But now when I get my car back on October 15th, I won't have to worry about filling up because I will be at a full tank. So I filled up and then we filled up Nick's car. So it was $85. Started with 180, so we have $95 left, which is really good. We have 95. How much was that again? 85. So we spent 85. And then we didn't fill up again. So that means, I hate that I have to flip back so much. So we would have had $95 for this last week and we spent none. So that means we are ending with $95, which means that $95 gets to be put into our 1K challenge, which is awesome. Next is going to be groceries. So we started with 130. We did a Kroger pickup for $53.74. And then we stopped by Brookshire's to grab a few things. So it was $68.85 for that first week. That was probably really loud. $68.85, which meant that we had $61.15 left over for the last week of September. I really need to see, it's so hard for me to write like that. Yeah. Okay, so the last week we did $37.72 and $34.46, so $72.18. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little weird. So we would technically be over budget, but what we ended up doing was put our allowance towards groceries and eating out, which covered the difference. So we technically, even though it looks like we are over budget, we are not over budget because we just put extra, like, our allowances towards eating out and groceries, just because that's just what made sense to us. So I'm just gonna put 0 right here because even though it is, we are not. So yeah. So it'll be the same for eating out as well. So, which was only once, well, for a total of the 2 weeks, it was $166.55. So we had budgeted $100 because we were only like, what is that? 72.18. We were only like $11 over on groceries, and then we would have been like $66. So that basically comes out to our allowance of $80. So we just put it towards that because we knew it was not, we weren't really planning on using it for anything else. So yeah, so there is our last weekly check-in. Should have been over budget, but wasn't because we reallocated money is what we're gonna call it. All right, so let's kind of start on this little thing. I really should have gotten my numbers together just really for like this stuff because I feel like I don't have that together, but we're gonna make this. So all of these were the exact same numbers. These are fixed amounts. These do not change. So our electricity, as I said in one of my previous videos, was a lot higher than what I budgeted. I'd budgeted $175. That is what we paid in August, but it ended up being $261, which we paid for this overage from our extra checks. So I took out money for that first, and then whatever was left over, I took out money for our cash envelopes, and then the rest went towards like paying off debt and things like that. So it's over, but it's okay because we were still able to cover it somehow. Our water, I budgeted $71 and it was only $62.89. So let me go ahead. So that was $8.11 under budget. Wow. Our electricity was $86.74 over budget. And I know I said this before, but I did not account for the extra 2 weeks in my groceries, gas, eating out allowance and stuff. So these numbers, the actuals are going to be more than this. And I'm going to look very over budget, but in reality, we really aren't. We probably are a little bit, and that shows up in our Discover, which is why our Discover went up so much, because it was not this high previously. So because of that, we have been over a little bit, but we are not as over as it will look. So let's go ahead and add up everything we spent for groceries. So $45.69 plus $70.16, $70.68, $50.70, $68.58, and $72. Oh no, $72. So that's $377.99. Plus I have to add in our HelloFreshes. So we started on the 20th. So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HelloFreshes. $377.99. Let me just write that down over here. I'd said 7, so it's $85.40. So that's can't be right. 7 Sundays. That can't be right. Actually, yeah. So, not really. That is 7 weeks though of food. I gotta hold on. Okay, yeah. So it was $597.80 for HelloFresh, which sounds really bad, but $85.40 a week is not that bad for 5 meals, in my opinion, because I would spend more than that just to try and get things to do for like 2 things. Like, okay, yeah. So I feel like I'm all over the place. So $597.80 for our HelloFresh meals, plus the $377.99 that we spent for lunch, breakfast, snacks, that kind of stuff. Girl, Let me think about this real quick. Hold on. That probably actually does add up, because I would have added another $300 to this, so this should technically be $900. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna white these out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it how it actually should be. So for the extra 2 weeks, I would have budgeted an extra $300. I'm looking at the stuff that I actually plan on that I told you guys that I use, just to double check everything that I'm telling y'all. Yeah, so technically I would have budgeted $900 for this, and we spent a total of $975.79. So we were over budget by $75.79. Then, which actually I probably should make that $980 because of the allowance that we put towards that. So that's actually probably what I'm going to do. A lot of whiteout in this video, you guys. This is what happens when I don't have my ish together. Just all the time, I feel like. Okay, so $980. So we would have been under budget because we took $80 from our allowance. No, that's wrong too. That is wrong. Y'all, okay. I'm not even gonna edit all this out. I'm gonna just leave it because this is how I am. I'm chaotic. We're just gonna leave it at 900 and it'll offset. It's fine. Like, I know we weren't over budget this much, but it's okay. All right, so gas would have been 180. I'm having to check everything. 80, okay. 100, okay, so yeah. So we budgeted $360 for gas, and let's add that up. So we spent $75,079. 0 and 85. So we only spent $239 in gas. So we were over budget by $121. Eating out, it's going to be very bad. Okay, here we go. We spent, okay, so eating out, I would have done, the 200 was wrong either. No, that's right. I do $50 a week, but it would have been for 7 weeks. It's 100, and then I budgeted $150 for another week because I knew we were going to be doing more than 100. So technically, I budgeted $350 for eating out. Looking back, what we actually spent was $55, $64, $36, $26, $141, $116.87, and $166.55. So we spent a total of $516.32 on eating out. Now also, a lot of you may be like, oh my god, that's so much for the month. Keep in mind that this was, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 weeks of food, not just 1 month. This was over a month. This was like more like a month and a half, really. Bear that in mind. I have to remind myself of that too. So we are $166.32 over budget. Ugh, shudder. So We budgeted 160. It would have been more than that with the extra check, which I still did 80. So it would still be 160. It would have been 240, but I took out the 880. So I'm still gonna correct that to show what I had budgeted. And we only did 160. Since I put that $80 towards these, which still makes us way over budget. But, oh. Okay, I could technically change that too since I did, whatever, we're going with this. Household, over budget as well. So I only budgeted 75. We spent 26 and 120.08. Oops. So 146.08. I'm gonna add a miscellaneous down here too. Okay, so household was 146.08 minus 75. So we were 71.08 over budget. The dogs got their 90. Okay, so this is where some of the weird stuff is gonna come in. So sinking funds, let's do that real quick. So I did put in this $294. These did not change. Even though that said 308, what am I forgetting? Oh, you know what? I think that 308 was including 28 there. Let me double check. 20 plus. Yeah, so this was incorrect because that was including 28 for renter's insurance when I meant to only do 14, so it was 294, and that's what we put in. So snowball slash savings, this is where it's going to get a little bit of hinky-dinky here. So our first check, we did 121.39 into savings, which is what went into our 1K. Then we paid off Target, which was $488.25. Then we put $300 towards city, $20 towards the savings challenge, and $496.36 into savings. Then we did, so that's $1426.03. I think I hit the button wrong. Okay, then we did $1149.21 for city. We did $1118.97 for discover, and $2429.26 for upstart with $1,200 in savings. So in total, that's everything now. So in total, we were able to put $7,323.47 into savings slash extra debt. Going forward, what did I do for October? I think October I still put it as, okay, no, I did separate debt, snowball, and savings, which is what I need to be doing going forward instead of combining them, just to make it easier for me so I can look, be like, well, our debt didn't go down by that much because that's partially savings. So it's a very, very good amount. Not every month going forward is going to be like this. I can guarantee you every month going forward is not going to be like this because of extenuating circumstances, Nick's money back from school, my extra check, a lot of stuff made this what it was. And we made a lot of progress, which I'm really happy about, but it will not be that high. I can't even tell you the next time it will be high because it probably won't ever be that high again. But we were over by, which is a good thing, $6,653.49. $1,047. So yeah, I guess I should write in my numbers. I feel like this is going to be kind of skewed because of that big number. All right, so $3,225 is what was budgeted. Doing it correctly. Then our actuals were, oops, so actuals were $10,069.29. God, that seems like so much, y'all. I don't think that's right. I must have. I'm gonna do that again because I really feel like. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Okay, $9,799.29, which makes kind of, no, I don't know. I'm gonna do this a third time. Third time's a charm, y'all. No. I can't add, apparently. Okay, let's just do this. This is gonna be even harder. Okay, clean slate. Okay, we're gonna start with the positives. And then we're gonna start subtracting the negatives. So minus 75.79 minus 166.32 minus 71.08 equals minus 86.74 equals. Okay, so that is 6,462.65. So that plus that. No, that ain't right. I must have did minus. It's a different number too. Oh, loud. The air freshener just went off. Y'all. What is going on? Why can I not add this stuff up? Okay. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, I don't know. I have tried multiple different ways of calculating this, and I'm off $381. I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm really not, but I don't know where it's coming from. But anyways, we're just gonna move on. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. Yes, we are over budget on some things. Yes, we have charged some things, and our credit has gone up. You will see on our October debt tracker, when I go to do it, there are going to be 2 new debts. This is not something that was done this month. These are 2 debts that should have been included in my total debts video, but I didn't realize that we had these debts because these are my husband's debts that I didn't know that he had. So those are going to be added. And I'm not okay. But at the same time, there's nothing I can do about it but get it paid off. So yeah, so, and also this Discover amount went up, everything like that. So yeah, but let me see if I can figure out these city totals real quick. so that I can fill all of that out and we can get this ball continuously growing. I don't know what I just said. So I didn't update this, y'all. I'm really bad about that. Okay, so we did $300 for city, and then we paid it off with $11.49.21. So we only paid $14.49.21. And what I think that difference comes from is I must have paid money that we had spent from cash envelopes somewhere in between here, or it just wasn't posted yet and I didn't realize it. So that is all that we had paid towards city, and we did pay it off at that time, but this was probably just a difference from money that we had spent in August that just hadn't posted, because when I went to go pay, that is what I wrote down in my books, like, because I wrote it down the actuals as we paid it to make sure I had the correct amounts. Okay, Discover. We only did that one amount, which was $1,118.97. So that's all the extra debt and stuff that we paid. I'm not gonna fill these out because I'm not putting my car payment in there. Oh yeah, and then we did pay that $177 for Discover apparently. I didn't add that in there. Because I think that's what this was too. This was for money that we had paid in for stuff from August, is what that came from. So that was $1118.97. So total it was $1,295.91. So this wasn't like, this was from our cash envelopes. These two were from actual like set aside, put towards it. This is different from this because plus the minimum payment made that $488.25. All right, I don't know the imbalances yet. I haven't looked at everything. I think I've gotten all the statements, but I'll just put the new balances in the October budget when I do my paycheck stuffing. I will show you guys all of that. So let's quickly move to our spending tracker. Only one thing on here, I honestly don't even know why I put the dogs on here. They're not a sinking fund. I don't really know. But everything has been taken care of for them. That was actually, I think, put on my husband's card. Because I didn't want to put anything on the city card or anything like that while we were paying it off. But everything that the dogs that we got for the dogs for this month have been paid. Okay, so sinking funds. The only thing we spent was for a birthday gift for my niece. It was like $48 and some change. I just rounded it up to 50. So in car maintenance, we are ending with 185. No, 155. What? Vacation, we did not spend any, so we are ending with 80. Christmas and gifts, we spent the 50. So we started with $397 plus 30 minus our 50, so we have $377 in there right now. Nick didn't spend anything, so he has $155 in there. All right, yeah, doing my math right. I didn't spend anything close. There's 80 in there. These are all zero. I am excited because in October I am going to be trying to start stuffing a few more things. So Amazon got 20, none was spent. Oops, I put a 0 in that one by accident. There's 90 in there. Car insurance, nothing was spent. And that makes that 400. And nothing was spent out of renter's insurance, and it has 14. So let me add. We started with 1107. We put in 294, and we spent 50. So we should have $13.51. Yep. So I have $13.51 in sinking funds, which is really kind of awesome. So I am very sorry for how kind of disastrous I felt this was. It is a $300 difference, but at the same time, I am not very worried about finding where it's at. Because I do budget by paycheck in this, I have it broken down on here, so I know exactly what went where. And then with this, I know our spending and stuff, so I know we are over budget, everything like that. Sucks, but like I said, this is one of the things that I'm really going to try to be more disciplined about going into October, is not going over our budgets for groceries and eating out. Sorry, I had a yawn there. So yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing, is not going over in those two categories. I do not foresee us going over in household again. Like I said, I go to Bath and Body Works maybe once a year, and that's what that big lump, actually no, that was here, that I didn't include in there. But we stocked up on stuff at Sam's is what it was, and we should be good on things for a while. I think we only need to get like dishwasher stuff. I think that's the only thing that we're like starting to run low on. But yeah, so I'm really sorry this is all over the place. I'm really hoping that the October closeout and everything will be smoother and less chaotic than this. But I feel like this is a perfect representation of me. Just how all over the place this is. Oh my gosh, you guys, I actually do want to tell you something. So I don't have it with me. I was going to show you guys a sneak peek. Actually, let me go get it. I do want to show you guys a sneak peek. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. And then I'm going to show you guys. I hope, come on, that this looks okay and that you can see it. You guys, I am making a digital planner, a budget planner that I'm going to start using, and I am so excited. So I am, I think I'd say about 75% of the way done. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys like what it looks like so far. So this is like the monthly that I did with all the tabs. I have my monthly budget on a 2-page spread. And then we have my bi-weekly number 1 paycheck breakdown, bi-weekly number 2. We have 2 pages of expenses trackers, and then a debt tracker and sinking funds tracker. Probably need to put more lines in this now that I'm thinking about it, because I think I have more debt than that now. But yeah, I'm really excited about this, y'all. I'm so excited. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I started doing color for them and like try to find things that matched and everything. But I think I am going to make another one that is just going to be like a black and white scheme. There are a lot of things that I need to like improve on, because I don't know if you guys can tell right here, like those pages, come on, versus these pages over here are very different. They're completely off. And so I think the size of it as a whole I want to change and just kind of figure things out a little bit more. I do like the rings. I actually made those myself. It is like a rose gold. But yeah, overall I am really excited about this. I did it for all of the months. There's June, July. Love the little cactuses, cacti. So I did it for every month. All of those are already done. So right now I'm just going through and linking everything, which is what these little arrows mean, so that like all of these right here will take you to a page. So all of these blue arrows and stuff mean that they're linked. I think I already said that. So when you click it, granted this is not how it'll show up for you guys, but it'll just automatically go to that slide. So happy about that. And then you'll be able to click this. I keep going too far. And then it'll take you back to the monthly. So I'm working on this. I doubt this specific one I will sell, just because it is a very, very rough first draft, just trying to figure it all out and everything. I will personally use it once I get finished with it. I probably won't start using it until November. Since I already set up my planner for October, I am going to use it, but I just want to kind of try out digital for a little bit and see how that goes. But I do plan on having this done in time for November, because literally the only things I have to go back and do is link everything on every slide. And then you'll see I have the months written on the tabs over here. I should have done that in the very beginning and I didn't, so you can see all of these are not labeled. So unfortunately, I have to go through every single slide, and there are 86 slides, and put the names, the months on every single tab. But you know, I'm still learning. That was definitely something that I will keep in mind for the next one, but I'm really excited, y'all. And I created that. I don't know if that's really cute or not, but I think it's interesting. I created that on Procreate. It looks kind of, oh, it looks a little cool. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video that was literally all over the place. But you can see it's 6:39 right now. So I am going to upload this, edit it, and hopefully get it up for you guys within the next hour-ish or so, depending on how long it takes me to edit, and I gotta make dinner. But I will see you beautiful people. Oh my gosh. I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. If you are new here, hello. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.